So then, James Pearce has written a bit of an article about Virgil van Dijk, and there's a few bits in here regarding Virgil's future, some quotes from him, and they are a little bit different from what we've heard from Virgil over this whole debacle, I'm going to call it, really, because that's the way it's becoming regarding all three of these contracts. Like, we need to actually understand what's going on at some point, you know. So we're going to touch on a few points from the article, guys, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions and all of it. But before we get to that, guys, obviously give this video a like if you do enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and leave me a comment down below. The question of this video I want you guys to answer is, I guess it'll probably be, do you think Virgil signs, just because it's related to his contract? A bit boring, but yeah, let me know your thoughts right now. Where do you stand on Virgil's contract? So first and foremost, then I will show you the tweets that have an aggregator has pulled from James Pearce's article, and then I'll load it up and go a few bits. I can't show you the article because it's obviously behind a paywall, but yeah, I'll show you these snippets on Twitter. So here we go. So first and foremost here, it says that the captaincy means a great deal to Van Dijk. He takes a keen interest in the work of the medical, fitness, catering, coaching and analysis departments, and provides support and advice to the younger members of the squad. When Van Dijk speaks, they listen. Now, what more do you want from a captain? I mean, again, you got to obviously kind of think, like, why is James Pearce writing this? And straight off the bat with something like that, he's obviously bigging Van Dijk up. Is this because something's about to happen? We have seen a few pieces about, Salah in the past where they were kind of like saying he's trying to use the media against the club and blah, 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 blah. But this is very much building up Van Dijk. So, I don't know. Maybe James Pearce is, coming away from the owners and kind of just, sticking with us fans and our opinions and everything like that. The next bit is obviously this bit here where it says Van Dijk's place in the Parthenon of Anfield greats is long since secure, but what really motivates arguably the greatest centre-back of the Premier League era is adding more glory to his CV. Which, again, I think that's probably true in all fairness. Like, he's a winner. He wants to win. He wants to be the only Dutch player to ever the only Dutch captain to have lifted the Premier League title. So, yeah, of course he is. Of course, this is his main focus right now on what he wants to do for Liverpool. And then this is the bit here where I think this is maybe I'm wrong here, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is the first time I think that Virgil's said something a little bit negative about the contracts. Like, Salah's come out and said, I ain't signed nothing, we're miles apart, blah, 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 blah. Whereas Virgil's kind of been like, yeah, I haven't signed anything. And that's kind of been the end of it. But basically he says this. So, he says this, that on his future, he says, I have no idea how many more appearances I'll make. How many left this season? Hopefully those are guaranteed. And then I don't know what the future will bring. I mean, I think for me, that is another one of those pleas. Like, we've had it from Salah, we've had it from Van Dijk. We haven't heard nothing from Trent, but we've had it from them two, basically saying they want to stay. They want to be at this club. And again, I think that's another plea from him, really, a little bit towards him. But again, I guess as well at the same time, you can interpret that and say, this is a lad that's getting to the end of his tether with it now a little bit, potentially. He's kind of like, well, we're coming to the end of February. I can technically go and speak to other clubs if that club, gives notice to Liverpool and everything. Which is kind of funny, actually. We haven't heard any rumours, have we, surrounding Van Dijk with anybody else. So that kind of sticks with the thing that I think Van Dijk will sign, because we haven't heard anything. We've heard of Salah in Saudi, and we've heard about Trent in Madrid. We haven't heard anything about Van Dijk going anywhere. But yeah, I don't know. That little quote there, I feel it's a little bit different from what we've heard before in the past, guys. If I'm wrong, call me out. Let me know down below. Are we wrong? Am I wrong to suggest that? Let me know. Just one other little snippet from the article I wanted to pull out as well is saying this bit here where he was asked to pick out a favourite moment from his 300 games with the club, and he said that, no, there will be a day, one day, when I reflect on everything that's happened to me at Liverpool, and then I'll have a proper think about what stands out. But hopefully, there are still good things to come. I mean, again, you could take that and think, Is he just on about this season? You know, he could win the quad, whatever. Or is he thinking further down the line? I mean, in all honesty, guys, I'm getting absolutely sick to death of talking about these contracts. I really am just getting to my wit's end with the whole thing. I can't be bothered talking about it anymore. But when there's an update with quotes, you've got to touch it. You know, it's never going to go away. This is hanging over the club. I mean, we're top of the league, top of the Champions League, and we've got this overhanging just over us all the time. And, you know, Robbie Fowler's saying he reckons that 2 have signed, but they haven't said anything because it'll put pressure on the other one that hasn't signed, which is kind of a theory. I've not had that theory of like them saying that that's the reason why. Like, I could see that being a reason where, you know, FSG are the kings of PR and they don't want to kind of like, yeah, Van Dijk signed. What about Salah and Trent? We've got no news on that yet. I just think that then intensifies the situation. It's like, well, what's going on? Like, you've signed Van Dijk, why are you not signing these ones? I kind of think they want to get the ducks in a row and potentially just announce it all as one big thing. You know, so say, for instance, Van Dijk and Salah have already both signed. They're probably just waiting on a decision from Trent and just be like, you know, like, are you definitely going to Madrid? Are you going to sign? What is it? Because we're going to make an announcement that this is what's happening. And then we can say that these guys have signed or whatever. I don't know. It's just a theory I've had. I could be completely and utterly wrong, but yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I know it's a little bit shit, but it needs to be talked about. It needs to be touched about. So let me know down below anyway, guys. Anything you think about this? Do you think that Van Dijk said anything like this before in the past? I can't remember if he has. Let me know down below how you're feeling right now. Do you reckon Van Dijk stays or is Van Dijk gone? Let me know down below, guys. And we are live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, so I'll get the thoughts of Seano and potentially Martin as well if he's with us about these quotes as well. So yeah, we'll see you then, guys.